Hi guys, welcome to a one-off special of the Bioware Bae. We are here today to talk about the Mass Effect trailer, the new Mass Effect trailer that was dropped at the end of the Game Awards. So I'm Kate, and here with me I have Jake.
Hello.
So let's talk about the Game Awards. We were watching. It was very late or very early in the morning, however you want to say it. We were very tired. It was okay. There was not much for us as gamers. And then
I'd been watching the Disney thing all day, and then the Game Awards. At one point, I was watching both. It was just difficult, but because it was 3:30 in the morning by the time that this trailer aired, I was literally I was not there spiritually.
And then they dropped the trailer, and it come up, and obviously it's all spacey. And in my mind, I'm like, don't get hyped because it's not going to be Mass Effect. Don't let yourself get hyped. It's too early. It's not going to be Mass Effect. And then they showed one particular screen that I think you said when we were talking about it, you said it looked like the startup screen for Mass Effect 1.
Yeah.
That when I saw that image, I was like, oh my god, maybe it is Mass Effect. And then the big reveal with the N7 and Liara, it was definitely the highlight of the Game Awards for me personally.
Yeah.
There were some other things I was interested in, but nothing like that. I'm very hyped.
It made it worth the pain of staying up that
awake. Yeah, it was one of them. I was so tired. I was like, this needs to end because I need to go to sleep. And then that happened, and I was awake. I was like, I'm too excited now. I'm too excited to sleep. So, anyone who watches Bioware Bae knows we're in deep.
Yeah.
So this means a lot to us. Mass Effect means a lot to me personally. It's one of my favorite game franchises, but it means a lot more because of you. Obviously, you're one of my favorite people. Everyone knows that. And when I think of Mass Effect, I think of us.
So
it's extra special to me.
I think it's just it was the game that we played in the first years of our friendship, I think.
Yeah. When I went to Comic-Con and I met Jennifer Hale, and I had an art print for her to sign, and it was a Garrus and a Shepard print, and she was like, so you like Mass Effect then? Yeah. And she asked me that question, and I just started crying. And I was like, yeah. It really means a lot to me. I was like, it's me and one of my best friends' favourite game, and it means so much. And I was just crying, and I was like, I'm sorry, I'll go now, bye. So you wanna take it away?
Well, we're just quickly on the subject of Comic-Cons. It just reminded me of that time that I got told off by Dr. Chakwas. Her voice actor is scaringly authoritative for life. And she asked me what I did or something, because I was just talking to her while I was waiting for someone else, and I said something like, "Oh, I'm at uni. I'm training to be a teacher. I don't really like lab work. Blah blah blah. I probably wouldn't be very good at it anyway." And she literally told me off putting myself down in the middle of a queue, and she was like, she was having none of it. I was like, no, I'm being serious. I'm genuinely not that good at it.
You did set yourself on fire that one time in forensics.
Exactly, flammable.
That happened. That's not a lie, by the way. Anyone watching, that happened. He set his hand on fire in forensic science. So, maybe you should have opened with that.
Yeah, she would have probably agreed then.
Right then. So, trailer didn't really give us. It didn't give a lot, but it gave us personally everything that we needed to know.
Yeah. There was a lot there that was really subtle.
Now, biggest question going around the internet. Let's get some speculation going before we go into the analysis. Speculation: is Shepard coming back? Yes or no?
I don't think so.
See, the sensible part of my brain is no. But every other piece of me is just bring her back. Any story they have to tell, any Sith magic rubbish they have to invent to bring Commander Shepard back. It could literally open with that, and I'd be like, "Come on, then let's go." I want it to be true, but I know it's probably not gonna be.
I think what they'll probably do is they'll put they won't bring them back to life, but they'll find a way to include them in the game.
Yeah. That's the route. I feel like maybe they're going after something. But do you think it will be Ryder or a new protagonist?
I liked Ryder, but I'd like it to be a new protagonist.
I didn't play Andromeda to completion because I got 40 hours in and my save got corrupt. And I didn't want to replay it again so soon, but it is one of those games that I keep meaning to go back to because I was actually enjoying it. I know it wasn't great at launch, but I really liked Ryder because I thought she was quite fun. She was like quite chaotic. It's the same reason I love, the same reason I love playing Hawk was the same reason I was really enjoying Ryder. And I think Andromeda, I don't think it was the protagonist, I think it was the crew.
Yeah, they were kind of a bit.
You're constantly thinking of the original set of people, and they're just never going to live up to it. They're just not.
Because I think out of the crew of Andromeda, the only ones I actually really liked were Jal because it was something different.
Yeah.
And like Vetra was basically Garrus.
Yeah.
But in a way that she was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Like she was different enough. Like she had a little smuggling thing going on.
Mm.
And her personality was different enough. But like Drac was just Rex. And then PB was just ADHD, Liara.
A lot of people, though. I know a lot of people who really like PB. But I was not one of those people. She annoyed me. I didn't like her. But a lot of people who I know personally, they're one of her, like, she's one of their favourite characters, shall I say. Yeah. I thought that was quite weird. I think you're always going to go into it. I can see
why people would like her, but, like, personally, I did find her annoying. It's the same with Sarah and Drag.
Yeah, agreed. You're always going to go into it thinking, well, these people just aren't my people.
Yeah.
So it was a hard task, and yeah.
I liked the human guy, Liam. He was a bro.
He was pretty wholesome.
I didn't really like Cora. She was just... Did I tell you about Tommy used to be an Asari commando?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you did.
Yeah, yeah. So I wouldn't, like you say, I wouldn't mind going back to Ryder.
Yeah.
But it would be pretty spicy if it was somebody new again.
Do you think it'll be set in the Milky Way or Andromeda?
See, again, like everyone's speculating also, okay, like Shepard had something that they wanted or Shepard knew something that they now need, blah, blah, blah. But we're always going to have the ending of Mass Effect 3 to contend with. And obviously, well, I know there's only like 3 endings, but they can't tell a live section of the game is that you were wrong. This is the ending.
Yeah.
So I'm curious how that's gonna, if it is something to do with Shepard, if it is in the Milky Way, how are they gonna do that?
I've seen a lot of analysis videos for the trailer where everyone's like, "Oh my god, they're making the destroy ending canon because it shows a destroyed mass relay." And I'm like, okay, yeah, the mass relays got destroyed. That's fair. But the mass relays also got destroyed in the other 2 endings.
Yeah.
And everyone's just conveniently forgot that.
We had the same ending, right? We went for the green ending, as it's known. So we mixed everyone. We made them like part organic, synthetic, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. We fixed everyone's problems. There's no disease, all that kind of stuff. So... I don't think they would even bother trying to come up with a way to work the end of 3 into this new game. So no. I'm more inclined to think it's going to be something new, somewhere different.
Yeah. But that's the thing people were saying about making a canon ending as well, because obviously the character who shows up in the trailer, their eyes aren't like glowing green.
True.
But Bioware's got a history of hiding things in trailers. Like Inquisition's trailer has footage from, you know, the major mission where you go to Redcliffe and you go like into the future. It's got footage of that mission in the trailer for the game with Leliana, but her face is all manky in the trailer. Like that's a spoiler. So
true. Yeah, I think they put out a trailer to let fans know it's coming,
and also to calm fans down after those 2 guys retire.
Yeah, I don't think we should read necessarily too much into it.
Yeah,
but I mean, I guess we are gonna, because that's what this video is for. We kind of like, you know, I say that we shouldn't, but we have. So if you want to like take it away, if you want to get your like PowerPoint billboard down,
like I think personally that the game will be a sequel to the trilogy Andromeda.
They've got it in
trailer
that
actually
early.
opens with a shot of the Milky Way and Andromeda, and the director of the game said on Twitter that was really intentional.
Fair enough. They can't pull a Capcom. Like, Capcom just doesn't want to acknowledge that Devil May Cry 2 exists. They can't do that.
Yeah.
Because this is it. They can't do it. I know they abandoned it and didn't put any of the DLC out.
It's got like a really small and vocal fan base. Like, a lot of people really love Andromeda. But
when I actually finish it, when I finish with Cyberpunk and all that, and I actually get the time to go back to it, I'll let you know.
It's good. It is a good game. It had issues, but a lot of games have come out this year that had a lot more issues than that did, and didn't receive half the hate.
You can say Cyberpunk. It's okay.
Even like Valhalla was buggier than Andromeda was, but yeah,
we're not going to get.
People were having a go at him, like, "Oh my god, you're just showing that you're abandoning Andromeda," and he literally replied to them all like, "You should probably just wait and see," with like a winky face. So. Once it pans out from the 2 galaxies shot, it takes you on like a journey through space, and there's like really quiet audio. And thank you to some Googling. The first one is a audio line from War of the Worlds, the 1938 version specifically, apparently.
Rob would have known that. He would have just played it to Rob. He would have been able to tell you that.
And the second one was audio footage from the Apollo 11 mission, I think.
Oh, okay.
It says something like Eagle Houston, you go for landing, over. And it says something about Arcturus Station and an unknown vessel approaching. So that's like audio to do with when humanity and the Turians had the first contact. And then from there, it becomes obvious that it's like a timeline of the series' history.
Yeah.
Kind of. Because it goes on to say, like, humanity now stands as partners in the galaxy, which I think is a line from the first game at the end. When obviously there's going to be spoilers for all the other games. We should have said that.
If they're here, they know what we're about.
Yeah, that's the end of the first game where like humanity joins the council, obviously. But then it says Arc 6 is away, Godspeed, which is obviously a reference to Andromeda and the Arcs. But this is where like the sleuthing came in. There was only 5 Arcs in Andromeda.
No.
There was the human one, the Turian one, the Solarian one, the Asari one, and the Quarian DLC one, which got cancelled and turned into a book. You're angry. And then everyone's like, "Oh, Arc 6 is the Nexus." I'm like, well, no, because they go out of the way to specify all the way through the game that the Nexus is the space station. Arcs are like what was bringing the people over.
Yeah.
And then it says something about destroying a dreadnought, which is when you get like the Reaper noise. That's obviously the events of 3.
Chris was like the first person. Like Chris isn't even in as deep as me. Chris was like, "That was a Reaper. That was a Reaper."
I wasn't looking at the screen as that's happening. There's like a broken mass relay, and if I was actually looking at the screen, we would have got that like straight away. And I was just like, and then I heard the Reaper noise, and I was just like,
I didn't
want
to tell myself that it was Mass Effect until I knew it was Mass Effect, because I want it so bad, and I was like, till I see it, till it says Mass Effect, I'm not getting hyped.
Yeah, like I'd missed all the other stuff because I just wasn't paying attention. And then that noise, like a signal. But after they say about the Reaper noise, you hear someone say, "Is anyone receiving this? We've lost contact," which is obviously like the galaxy becoming disconnected at the end of 3. And then there's like a really big jumble of voices which no one's been able to decipher. Someone I heard online said they thought they could hear Liara's voice. I think someone said they heard Anderson, maybe. But yeah, it shows the mass relay. Everyone thinks that wherever it is at, it'll be in a smaller area of space. Because obviously you can't jump between them. Like Andromeda wasn't set in the whole Andromeda galaxy, it was just set in a cluster because there was no mass relays. And I think it will be something similar. So then like it lands on this planet, this little ship does, which looks like the one that you said looked like the start screen. I've got like a picture comparison in front of me now, and I didn't realise how much it actually looked like.
Just it set something up in my brain. As soon as I saw that image, I was like, "This is Mass Effect. Like this is Mass Effect."
Like the moon is in the exact same position. But yeah, there's some theories as to what the planet could be. It's a snowy planet with 3 moons, and that fits with Mass Effect 2, there was this DLC that was free, where you had to go, and it's where the old Normandy had to go around and
Yeah.
kill the dog tags.
Yeah.
It was really annoying. But that is a snow planet with 3 moons, so everyone assumes it's the
Maybe.
gist of that.
Well, to be fair, you saying that, obviously, what happens next, sort of in the trailer, with the picking up of the N7 logo.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
maybe
there's another planet, I think it might be.
Oh.
And you know the post-credit scene of 3, where it's for me it was Buzz Aldrin, because I think the character matches Shepard's gender, but it's like an old person telling a story to a kid about Shepard.
Okay.
That's a snow planet as well, with a really big moon.
Oh,
So
okay.
maybe I don't know. But yeah, then it cuts to someone walking up a mountain in the snow. The mountain isn't a mountain; it's a Dead Reaper, because you can see all the wires and stuff. And there's another one in the background behind it, really faint, which shows that it's set after Mass Effect 3 at least.
Yeah.
The character picks up an N7 insignia, which is like broken off a piece of helmet. Could be Shepard, but it might not be.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's Shepard. As much as you want it to be, it doesn't.
Yeah. The helmet kind of the bit of helmet matches kind of the one that they're using for the new remaster, the model, but the N7 logo is in a different place. So I don't know. And then obviously you see that it's Liara when the camera pans out. She is the only character, unless you get like the super duper bad ending where everyone dies because you refuse to go along with it. She's one of the few characters who will survive the trilogy no matter what. Which, if Bioware does bring in returning characters in any of their games, it tends to be those ones.
Yeah.
She picks up the helmet fragment and kind of smiles and looks off into the distance, which makes me think she's like, she finds it and she's like, the good old. I don't think she'd pick it up. Like, if he was still alive, I don't think he would.
For a very, very long time as well.
Yeah, like she's got like crow's feet, like she's visibly aged. Which I know some people have said, new engine, new graphics, next gen, but like she visibly looks older. By Asari standards, she was basically like a late teenager in Mass Effect 3. So, with how much she looks older, I think this game will be set probably about 700-800 years after. Between 600 and 800, I'd say.
And we know it's Liara.
Yeah.
Because, like, the
voice actress confirmed it as well.
Oh, well, there you go then, yeah.
But yeah, she's also the only Asari with eyebrows.
She's the only one that's got eyebrows. It's got to be Liara at like 3 o'clock in the morning.
So, if it is set about 600 years after the trilogy, that's when Andromeda's set. So she's also the only character to appear in every single game.
Do you think it's going to pull a Resident Evil where it's going to kind of like go at the same time and then merge?
I think that in the 600 years between them setting off for Andromeda and getting there, the technology in the Milky Way might have advanced to the point where they can get there faster.
Yeah, they've sort of rebuilt kind of thing.
Yep.
But then, again, like, that's going to bring the ending of 3 into place somehow.
Yeah.
Which is...
But also, I think the technology in Andromeda... Like, there's an open threat in Andromeda right now, as of the ending of Andromeda. And that threat might not necessarily want to stay in Andromeda. So it might be an issue where, like, they both galaxies need each other.
Yeah.
Which would be cool. Liara's she looks out and you can see a ship with some people that you can't really make out. One of them kind of looks a bit like a Krogan. The other one kind of looks like a Solarian, and there's one in the middle, but I can't tell.
I hope it's a
but the ship is the same ship as the art they released on N7 Day.
Oh.
And then in that book that came out about BioWare's like history.
No, but go on.
There's like a behind the scenes book that came out recently about BioWare. But the art's in there as well, and it's called The Mud Skipper, apparently.
Oh.
That's pretty much it. from the trailer. A lot of people are really hung up on the whole Bioware making the Destroy Ending canon thing, which I think was just not true. And then they're like, but like, there's no way to import your saves, and I'm like, but there is.
The
Because
keep,
after
the
Andromeda
Dragon
came
Age
out,
keep, and
yeah,
every
they
other
released
way.
a version of that called Mass Effect Archive that's been out for like 2 years. It came out after Andromeda, so it wasn't for Andromeda.
And they did it to a lesser extent, obviously a lot lesser, like, you know, when they brought 2 to the PlayStation 3, I think it was.
Yeah.
You couldn't get the first one on PlayStation.
No.
And then you had that little conversation to help you kind of build up your Shepard when you're in the helicopter or whatever the space equivalent of a helicopter is. I don't know. A little ship, whatever it was. I mean, if it doesn't have to connect to the old trilogy in very in-depth ways, you could literally have something like that.
Yeah.
But I don't, as much as I want it to, I don't think it really will, because it's more effort on their part. It's a lot of ironing out to do.
Yeah,
when they could kind of just skirt around it.
I think that's why they went to Andromeda in Andromeda, because they were like, oh, how the fuck are we going to do this?
Yeah.
But who knows?
Not us, and that's the problem. So, I mean, have they given a time frame? I don't use the Twitters, so...
No, not yet.
No, I think it's a very, very, very long way off.
Yeah, same.
Like, I don't even think it's...
I think Dragon Age is a good 2 years off, and I think this could be up to 4 or 5.
Agreed. I want it. I need more context. I need to know.
Yeah.
But I get, you know...
I really want to be able to play as other races as well. I think that would be really cool.
See, I'm that boring person that no matter how many like choices I get, I always end up playing a human in any game that I play, so I'm boring, so I don't really need that.
I do for my first playthrough, and then the others I'm like, I want to see what's different.
I don't know. It was a very good tease. It definitely made staying up for the Game Awards worth it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It's so far away, but I just want to know more. I want to confirm or deny about Shepard.
Yeah.
Because I don't think it's going to happen, but there's that part of me that's like, yeah, but it could, and I need to know. But like you say, they'll be focusing more on pushing Dragon Age first.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so as hyped as we are, there's not really much more we can say at this point.
No.
So I think we'll leave it there. There'll be more videos coming soon. We're going to do some in-depth stuff about the new Dragon Age, because we are extremely, very hyped about that.
I've literally got a 55 slide PowerPoint. So
it was one of them things I'm like, yeah, we'll do it. And then obviously life got in the way, but it is going to come. We are very hyped.
Yeah.
There'll be a lot
We've been
more.
saying this since like
the first trailer dropped.
And then we were like, we'll analyse this. And then like life just got in the way, and then they just dropped another one. And there's been like a book release and like loads of stuff on Twitter, and I'm just like, we might as well just do one big video.
Yeah, we'll do just a one giant one about everything that we know, what we're hoping for. We're very hyped, so it will be coming soon. So thank you for joining us for this Bioware Bae special, Mass Effect special. If you got any thoughts, let us know in the comments what you want to see. Do you think Shepard will be back? Just anything, any speculation, please tell us, because we're very excited and we would love to hear what you got to say. So once again, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you in the new year with a Dragon Age special. Bye!
Bye, guys.
If you like that video, guys, don't forget to leave a like and hit that bell for notifications when we go live or post another video. If you want to see more videos like this, then check out this playlist somewhere around here. And if you would like to subscribe to us, then check out this sexy subscribe button right here. Look how enticing it is. You know you want to click it. And if you're already subscribed, you are an awesome human being.